God, man, I'm so excited that I finally get to make this video. Fun fact, with my old upload schedule, I could never dream of uploading a video like this, but thankfully, since I get to upload whenever I want, I can make any type of video I want as long as I just make enough, basically. Also, by the way, how do you guys like my Kigu? It's a koala. I figured I'd wear it for this video because I was bored, and I was like, I want to wear a Kigu today because I feel good. I'm gonna take off the hat just because it's messes with my hair. So today I finally get to talk about Ouran High School Host Club. Now I need to set a scene for you guys because this video actually takes a surprisingly large amount of context. After all, I know most of you probably don't really know my backstory as to why I got into anime. Basically, at the end of my first year of high school, all of my friends were planning on making an anime club. Me not being a fan of anime at the time, I couldn't care less. However, I did learn how much colleges love having people who found clubs. So since no one in my immediate friend group wanted to go through all the trouble of founding an anime club, I went ahead and I did it myself. I was like, screw it, man. This is a perfect opportunity to found a club that won't cause me any problems and looks really easy to run. Man, I genuinely had no clue what I was getting myself into. But that's a video for another time. So right before summer break, I had to find some anime to approve, which means I had to watch some anime. So I went around and I asked all my friends and I narrowed it down to 4 shows. The first one I watched being Ouran High School Host Club. So, in a sense, this anime is what rekindled my love for the medium. I mean, at the time, I still didn't understand that Naruto was an anime and that Eureka 7 was an anime. So, Ouran High School was, at the time, what I knew to be my very first anime. And I hated it. I'm just kidding. If I hated the anime, I wouldn't be here talking with you guys right now. But watching this show, along with the other 3 on that list, ironically enough, fundamentally changed my life. However, after watching Ouran High School Host Club all those years ago, I actually never bothered to rewatch that anime. That was, of course, until a couple of days ago. So today, I want to talk to you guys about Ouran High School Host Club and see if it holds up. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, some anime really do not age well. Want a perfect example? Go rewatch Dead Man Wonderland. A great show when it came out, sure, but rewatching that anime, you're gonna realize just how dumb it was. Like seriously, how has no one noticed how much of an idiot Ganta is through their first watch through? So, unfortunately, Ouran High School Host Club is not like Dead Man Wonderland. Thank freaking God. Do you know how sad that would have made me if the first ever anime I watched was terrible? No, but luckily enough, Ouran has held up fantastically, and I'm talking from the art style to the narrative, and especially the characters. Speaking of the art style, I actually remember it being pretty bad, so ironically enough, finding it on Netflix again, the quality was really good. I don't know if they did like a remastered version or something like that, but it's surprisingly clean looking. Either way, I think a quick synopsis is in order because it's probably been a long time since any of us have watched Ouran High School Host Club. However, if you are one of the people who haven't had the chance to watch this classic yet, go watch the first episode of this anime, then come right back because that's the only real spoiler of this anime, and it's a really good reveal and I don't want to ruin that for you guys. Everyone gone? Good? Good. Haru is a girl. Sorry, I just had to. Basically, this show takes place at Ouran Academy, a high school for the elite of the elite. Only the richest students in the world are allowed to attend, basically making them pseudo-royalty. And then there is, of course, Haru, a girl who managed to get in as an honor student through a scholarship. Basically, one day while looking for a place to study, Haru accidentally enters the host club, gets mistaken as a boy, breaks a vase worth more than a luxury car, and then is forced into joining the club in order to pay them back. Obviously, they all pretty quickly catch on to the fact that Haru is actually a girl, but that doesn't really change the fact that they already made her a host. So now, in order to keep her as a host, they try their best to keep her gender a secret. And basically the anime follows the shenanigans that ensues. One of the first things that I had totally forgotten about was the art. This show does a really fantastic job of using its art style to the fullest. They never hold back for realism's sake and always take the bigger and more showy approach. And you know what? I kind of miss that about anime. I love the crazy, lavish hallways of Ouran. I much prefer this style over the hyper-modern style most anime choose when presenting elite schools. To me, it's just something that will always look good. The other thing I forgot about this anime is just how meta it is. It really does take great pride in deconstructing itself sometimes. I love it when towards the end of the anime, Mori Senpai was having a bad day and everyone was like, "Oh man, we're so sorry, we totally forgot that you only get like 2 lines an episode, and you haven't even had your own dedicated episode yet. Let's get you one, pal." And then that's Mori Senpai's episode, well, for the most part. The anime really makes sure to never take itself too seriously in these comedy bits, but they do know how to turn it down a notch in the more serious episodes. And there's actually quite a few very serious and well done episodes. I think what surprised me the most is probably the twins. You know, on my first watch through of this anime, I never thought much of the twins, but they are genuine main characters of this anime. I mean, the main cast is truly Haruhi, Tamaki, and the twins, with the rest of the host club usually taking a backseat to those 4. I mean, Karu and Hikaru have like 4 episodes directly about them and their dilemma of being so similar, to the point where almost no one can tell them apart. Except for Haruhi. And also us, because if you actually pay attention, their voices are quite different. That's just a nitpick of mine though. I also really like the fact that in the scenes where it's just the 2 of them, you can really just see how different they are mentally. Like, Hikaru clearly understands that Karu has a crush on Haru, but just hasn't understood his feelings yet. So he is actually trying his best to set Karu up with Haru, despite the fact that he understands that if they actually get together, Hikaru is going to be pretty damned lonely. We also have to talk about Tamaki Senpai, the ultimate narcissist with a heart of gold. He really is just the ultimate comic relief of this anime. It's usually Tamaki and Renge who take turns breaking the 4th wall of this show, but his heart of gold is what drives most of the anime and also what attracts most of the main cast to him. He really is this glue that holds the show and all the characters together in a surprisingly believable way. I also really like the way Tamaki has been trained to be able to switch personalities on a dime. Like, when he's in a proper setting, we can see how calm and collected he can be and how he can still capture the hearts of everyone no matter the setting, even bringing Koya's father to tears. The only character I have a minor complaint about is Haruhi herself. I really hate to say this, but she's a total self-insert character. Like, her defining trait is to be immune to all the characters swooning, except for when the plot calls for it. I'm not gonna lie, I actually preferred Renge a bit more because at least she was eccentric. Haruhi is just kind of the character to be there for all the boys in the host club to swoon over. Well, kind of. Actually, the only characters who have really shown any interest in Haruhi are Karu, Tamaki, and Goya a little bit, which in its own way is kind of refreshing. But yeah, the character of Haru was kind of underwhelming, and I wish they explored her backstory a little bit more. After all, it seemed really interesting because of her mother and the unusual upbringing she had with her father, which, oh god, the scenes with Haruhi's father have not aged well. That shit would never fly in 2020. Not because of what Haruhi's father is, but because of what he and everyone kind of casually calls him. A word I will absolutely not be repeating on here. They just say it so much and so casually, it's just like, kind of mind-blowing. I also think it was kind of funny that they kept calling Honey Senpai a boy Lolita. I mean, they do reference the word Shota one time, but it was obviously just there as like a, hey, we know this word exists, but no one knows what it means, so don't worry about it. Oh, how times have changed. But yeah, man, I'm just so happy I finally got some time to rewatch this anime and that it also actually held up really well. I really found myself super invested in all the characters, especially the twins, which I had totally forgotten about. But overall, Ouran High School Host Club is still a fantastic anime. Thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, quick reminder, I should be live streaming on Twitch as this video is going up, so feel free to hop on over and watch me live stream some probably League of Legends, some other weeb games. I play a bunch of stuff, so we'll figure it out together, okay? I'll also probably do it in my Kigu. I actually played games in my Kigu this morning and it was so comfortable. I wanna do it again. It was really nice. A huge thank you to my patrons. You guys are my heroes. Please make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Manime Matt. Make sure you guys say man and go watch that goddamn anime.